Hello, welcome back to Video Gamers Oasis on TikTok. I'm Jeremy from Video Gamers Oasis. Welcome back. It's a kind of a increasingly warm afternoon after 2:30 in the afternoon, July the 19th, 2022, and I'm keeping cool the best way I can with my baseball cap and my Superman towel and some ice cold water to refresh my spirits. I'm also keeping busy, continuing to read this book, Art of Atari by Tim Lapetino. It's a very interesting history, a walk down memory lane on the history of the really clever and talented artists in the Atari Corporation. We've been reading page 56, box artwork, and we are continuing to read some really interesting articles on different types of box artwork for the Atari 2600. We recently read about Cliff's Bone on page 70 and 71. We also read about his game illustration, box art illustration, page 72, basketball for the 2600. Now we're moving on to page 73. The game is called Brain Games. Before we get on with our reading of this book, Art of Atari by Tim Lapetino, I encourage you to get the book yourself. Also, I would appreciate if you would follow me on TikTok, Video Gamers Oasis. So appreciate if you send some love to the videos. If you enjoy what you see, please voice your opinions. I appreciate your feedback. If you are a big nostalgia nerd like myself, please let me know if you like this stuff or not and want to continue more stuff, more content like this. Also, follow me, subscribe to Video Gamers Oasis on YouTube, click the notification bell. I do appreciate it. Make sure to send a like to the videos if you enjoy the content on those videos. Thanks so much. And let's continue with the chapter on box artwork. We're reading Brain Games on page 73. Brain Games. Another educational offering for the 2600, Brain Games utilize Atari's custom keyboard controllers to allow players a variety of matching and memory games. The keyboard controllers featured a numeric keyboard, a numeric keypad, and a keypad with 10 digits and the asterisk and number symbols, much like conventional telephone. Interestingly, one of the variations within Brain Games is Touch Me, an updated version of Atari's Simon-like memory game, which was released as both an arcade and handheld version before appearing in this game. And here's a photograph of the actual game, Brain Games. It's sort of a creamy orange screen with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue rectangle boxes plus an additional rectangle box in the top middle. The top middle says number 10 in white, and the top left is a box with another box inside. The rectangle below is a box with a line between, and below that box is a circle with a line between, and below that one is a circle, a white circle with appears to be a 9 o'clock on an analog clock. But obviously that's not what it is. It's a quarter shape, and top left corner is a white number 0. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines in the corner of the left side of the game screen. So this is Brain Games, related to the game Touch Me. It's like a Simon Says like game. And here we have some cover art for the game. Very, very creative, very clever. And we're just going to read, first of all, we're going to read the description of the game illustration. It says cover art for Brain Games 2600, artist Cliff's Bone. And if we look at the illustration, it is a very colorful and very powerful illustration of a wizard, much like the cartoon depiction of Merlin the Magician. He has his hands out like Moses, almost trying to split the Red Sea. Behind him is a moon with some stars, and on the right side there's a planet Saturn. All kinds of moons and planets behind him. And he's wearing a purple and yellow garb, a purple robe, purple hat with stars, crescent moons, planet Saturn. And below him there's the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. Is that a 2? I can't remember that. Can't read. Oh no, it's a question mark. 2, 4, 6, 8 question mark. BDFH question mark. Weird shapes. Orange number 0 with a line on the left. Orange with a line on the top, and an orange with a line on the right with a question mark. All kinds of weird symbols. CFKPW question mark. And below the wizard is what appears to be a jigsaw puzzle. So this wizard is like one big puzzle. And that's on page 73. What a weird illustration for such a simple game. Very creative indeed. That was on page 73. Tune in next time. We'll continue reading this book, Art of Atari by Tim Lapetino. We're reading box art, various box art for various classic Atari 2600 games. These artworks are very collectible, I must say. And we'll be reading on page 74. We'll be reading about Breakout. Page 74. Tune in next time on my TikTok channel. I hope you will be there to watch me read some more of this book. If you like what you've seen so far, would you please give it a like, send some love on my TikTok, follow me on TikTok, Video Gamers Oasis. If you like the content, also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Video Gamers Oasis. Click the notification bell, send some love, send some likes, send some comments. I do appreciate if you appreciate these kind of game boxes, game artwork. Please let me know what your favorite so far is that you've seen. And if you like the game, have you played the game Brain Games? Let me know in the comments. I do appreciate it. Also, stay tuned. Later on this evening, I'll be continuing on my podcast, I'll be looking at my Magic the Gathering cards on my Video Gamers Always Playful podcast. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Video Gamers Always Playful podcast. Also available on Anchor.fm and Spotify. I'll be continuing to look at my Magic the Gathering cards. Recently we looked at my spell cards or sorcery cards. Now we're going to look at my instant cards. There's a lot of cards to look at. I've collected a lot of cards over time, especially during the lockdown. So I've accumulated a great deal of Magic cards. So I would appreciate if you would send some love to my podcast, Anchor.fm, and my YouTube channel, Video Gamers Oasis Playful Podcast. It's separate from my Video Gamers Oasis website, YouTube channel. It's more of a podcast, and I talk about gaming and geek stuff that appeals to a certain genre. It's not just gaming. I get into card collecting, I get into comic book collecting, sci-fi, fantasy, horror movies in the future. I also do on that podcast, I recently did a first impressions of the new release of Thor Love and Thunder with Chris Hemsworth, and I would appreciate if you would look at that YouTube movie review as well as my podcast. So a lot of exciting stuff in development. I would appreciate your your appreciation and your feedback. I'm Jeremy from Video Gamers Oasis, taking a break now to get a little bit of lunch, and then I'm going to continue my work. I'm going to be saying bye for now.